Fox Business Alert, there's a collective five-alarm tariff fire among food distributors, and their message is blunt. Now that tariffs are in effect, your cost for food and apparel and things like that will go up because of the Trump tariffs. Target CEO warning consumers could see price hikes within days. Snack giant Mondelez has already raised prices on several products, and Walmart says food price hikes are causing frustration and pain. And then the USDA says food prices, including beef and chicken, will increase by 2.2% this year, going in the wrong direction. In the middle of this tariff food fight lies the meatless sector. On average, plant-based meat costs about 43% more than animal meat. Sales of the specialized food have seen a significant contraction since the height of its popularity in 2020. But now with tariffs sending the food sector into a fearful feeding frenzy, one plant-based food producer is working to capitalize on the crisis. Peter McGuinness is the CEO of Impossible Foods. He joins us live from Anaheim, California, home of Expo West, one of the largest natural foods trade shows, where Impossible Foods is unveiling meatless steak bites. Peter, hi. Peter, I got to first ask you, what is the chatter at the Expo about tariffs and how they'll affect input and ingredient costs?
Yeah, I think it's kind of spooking everybody. You know, it's this undercurrent and overcurrent. And if you're a multinational food giant, you're going to have a lot of pressure associated with it. Luckily, we are not. As much as I want to be very global, we're in a position where the majority of our business is in America. Our products are made in America. So we see little to no, more likely no impact by this.
Okay, it's funny. Be careful what you wish for, because had you expanded dramatically, you might be hit with these tariffs. You source all your soy from soy farmers in Illinois. Your manufacturing plants are in Los Angeles and other places here in the United States. But tell me about the new product. You are unveiling steak bites. These are meatless, obviously, but what kind of demand have you been seeing for all of your products as of late? Because you kind of hit a high back in 2020. And then suddenly, the demand for this stuff moderated just a bit.
It did. I mean, the category is down, and I'll be blunt and honest about that. It's contracted. Some of it is a correction, and some of it is self-inflicted wounds, right? There's a lot of small plant-based companies that don't make good food and products, and people don't like them and think they taste good. And then some of it is, kind of the hype is waning. And some of it was launched wrong, right? It was against meat eaters. It was against meat processors. It wasn't for things. It was against things. It was insulting people, not inviting people. So there's a confluence of reasons why it's down, but that doesn't mean Impossible's down. We have the strongest brand and the best products and the highest repeat, and we're innovating, and we have a strong balance sheet. So we're fighting the good food fight. And I think these conditions benefit us.
So, Peter, when you talk about expansion, hopefully when the tariff wars die down, if they do, China, the Chinese consumer, actually just around the world, protein is so incredibly hot. And these steak bites, I understand, have about 20 grams of protein, 21 grams of protein per serving. What about China? I mean, the Chinese consumer, it appears, seems to be more interested in eating plant-based as time goes by. Is that where you're at least keeping an eye on potential growth opportunities?
Yeah, I mean, Liz, it's an absolute fact that there's other areas of the globe that are pro plant-based more than America. The EU and the UK, per capita consumption is far greater. China, far greater. India, far greater. So these are all things on our radar, specifically EU and UK. I think that's imminent. China, a little further down the road. It's complicated. It's a costly supply chain. There's a lot of geopolitical issues surrounding it, but it is a target of ours, and we will go there. It's not if, it's when. But that's not in the near future. I think EU and the UK are much more in the near future, and plant-based consumption's, much higher per capita than here in the US. But the US will get there.
Okay.
We're just lagging, and there's been a lot of miscommunication. There's been a lot of myths surrounding the food and the nutrition. The reality is we have as much, if not more, protein than the animal product, and 9 essential amino acids and fiber and no cholesterol and half the saturated fat. So it's a nutrient dense food. We just done a lousy job about communicating the benefits,
Okay.
frankly.
Well, let me just say that the last time you were here, I tried and I continue to buy the nuggets that taste
They're
like
awesome.
chicken. And I have to tell you, I had them for dinner the other night. So here, how's that for messaging? Peter, it's good to see you.
Take care, Liz. Be well.
You
Good to
too.
see